And we are now being joined by a very special guest on this broadcast. This on a day when the IMA decided to pull back the Black Day protest after assurances were given from the government that healthcare workers and their safety will be given utmost priority. Also, certain announcements that have been made by the government now, where it has been made amply clear that no sort of attack on health workers will be tolerated. Those attackers can be given a jail term of up to 7 years and also strict penalty that will be imposed on them. Joining us on this broadcast is a very special guest, Dr. S.K. Podar. He is the Joint Secretary of IMA. Dr. Podar, many thanks for talking to Republic this afternoon. The government making the announcements and issuing a very strict warning against those who attack healthcare workers. Does this bring in some sense of relief, considering how strongly the medical fraternity has been fighting for it?
We are happy that Mr. Prakash Javadekar has announced that the government will bring an ordinance. Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
so we
I
are
can hear
happy
you.
that
Please go
government.
ahead.
We are happy that government has announced that they will bring an ordinance, but we are not sure because we wanted a central law under item number 1 and 2 of concurrent list, and there should be a provision of CIPC. We are not sure whether this ordinance will fulfill all our demands. So we'll have to see the full ordinance, then only we can react. Again, I am repeating, our demand was a central law under item number 1 and 2 of concurrent list, and there should be a special provision of CRIPC. So all the cases of assault should be booked under that IPC all over India. That was our demand. We are not sure whether they have brought the ordinance and whether they have fulfilled this demand. We have to see, and then we can react.
All right, we wait to watch out those details. But considering the Home Minister himself spoke to the IMA this morning, after which the IMA decided to pull back the Black Day protests, and also the fact that the announcements were made this afternoon itself, you think somewhere this is putting out a very strong message within the entire country that any sort of attack on healthcare workers will not be tolerated, and this message will be taken seriously now?
Thankful to our Home Minister that in the morning they have given an assurance, and by the afternoon they have announced that they will bring an ordinance. We are happy with the sincerity of the government, and our demand was protection of doctors and a strong central law. So once the ordinance is brought, we will see the details. But yes, we are happy that government is very serious and announced the same day they have announced that they will bring an ordinance, and in that way we are very happy.
And sir, these are uncertain times. Even with doctors, they are fighting on the front line, keeping their morale high, fulfilling their duty. But we are all human at the end of the day. What would you like to say to all those doctors who are fighting this battle every day and trying to ensure that they remain strong, so as we understand what they are going through, what is their side, your message to them, and how the country should also receive it, showing all the empathy towards doctors and healthcare workers?
So first, to our doctors, we always say that all doctors of India, we are ready to fight this epidemic COVID-19, and we are ready to work under stress. Though there were many incidents of violence in last few days, but we doctor never were afraid. We are continuing our duties. But what we want, that we should even full protection and dignity also. So in some cases, in Tamil Nadu, some days back, a few doctors who were themselves suffered from COVID-19 and they ultimately succumbed to the disease, there was some difficulty in cremation of those doctors. So we doctor community are very concerned about that. because ultimately at the time of death also those doctors could not get the dignity what they deserve. So our demand is full protection and dignity to the doctors and a strong central law. And to the public, general public, I will again say doctors are fighting for you, and all you should cooperate is that whatever doctors say, whatever your administration say, follow those rules. And we along with our administration are fully prepared to fight this epidemic.
Yes, absolutely. And sir, when it comes to protection for doctors, for healthcare workers, this is something, or rather a battle that the medical fraternity has been fighting for long. Given the circumstances, it has now come into national focus, and the government has made its intention very clear that they are out there to protect the medical fraternity. Of course, we await all the details in black and white, but as per, if the medical fraternity feels that certain demands need to be made more stringent or certain fine-tuning that needs to be done, further discussions will be held. What will be the course of action from here on?
Yes, because this demand of central law was due for last few years. We had discussion with health ministry last year also, and with health ministry IMA draft, and which was passed by the health ministry, but somewhere in home ministry I suppose it was there was some problem. So we appeal to home ministry also that the strong central law which we are demanding should be passed. And rest we have to see, as you said, we have to see the ordinance. Then our president and our honorary secretary general, we will they will when we will have full ordinance with us, then our president and secretary will go through it, and then they will have a meeting, and then they will decide future course of action.
All right, sir. Many thanks for joining us this afternoon and sharing all your thoughts with us. We'll continue to assure you that everyone is fighting this battle along with you, and be it doctors or healthcare workers, they are not alone. We are all fighting this battle with you. Many thanks for speaking to Republic.